I've been always quite international. I mean, coming, from a diverse background, my parents Vietnamese, living in the Czech Republic. I love languages, I love learning English. I started learning Spanish on my own, and I just always felt that I'll live abroad. I've been always saying it, so one time I decided to go abroad for a year, and then I just loved it, so I stayed there. It's a pretty lengthy process, to be honest. There are so many schools that you can choose from, and I knew I wanted a small school with a great community. I wanted to be more on the West Coast because I really like the liberal feeling, and I have lots of friends in California because I spent my last year of high school there. So being in California with great weather, and I wanted a great school with strong academics. And I researched on it, and the only school I really liked was Pomona College. And when I called them and I introduced myself and they remember my name and they would just be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" That made me feel special because I knew that they remember my essay, my application, form. So I knew that I would just fit in. I just felt the sense of community already, so I loved it. Because Pomona is such a small school, I felt that students' personality matters a lot, so I put a lot of thought into my essays. So when I wrote my essays, I looked back and really felt that this is me, and that this, depicts who I am. And I knew that the essay would get me in or not. And looking back at it, I know probably my essay was what was really interesting about me because they remembered me. I am so happy there. I always say that I'm a sunshine, I just smile a lot. Basically, I smile all the time, and people would ask me like, "Why are you so happy?" It's just like, I'm that happy, And when I talk to my friends, they can't believe that I would be smiling during the finals, It's just like, let's just smile at the books, and I just love it. It's great academics, great people. The administration is so friendly. The food is great, the weather is great, everything's perfect. Here, you mostly just state facts. You learn by heart. And there in the United States, I really like the creative thinking, and you're encouraged to speak up, to just, say what you think. And here you tend not to do that because, professors might get offended, so I definitely prefer the education in the United States better. I took 4 classes last semester, which is a normal course load, and you attend lectures, but it's very discussion based. So we talk a lot with the professor, with other students. Mostly because Pomona is so small, you will have probably 10-15 people in the classroom. So you read a lot. We have a lot of homework for each class. So here, for example, students sometimes don't do any work for a semester, and at the end, when they have finals, they just study, everything. There we have to study almost every day, write essays, do team projects, and all of these things. And then at the end, we have finals, but they're mostly, 40% of my grade. So. Well, I used to be on sports teams, so I played tennis. I played tennis in college, but then now I decided to, just spend more time on academics and other things. So I joined clubs, there are over 200 clubs at Pomona, so this is great. We don't have it really here, so it's very easy to just join. There are activities always on campus. There are presentations that I like to attend, and I love to, I love sports. So if I don't play tennis in my free time, I go for a run, and me and my friends are just now running for fun because we are running a race in February, so that's what I'm doing right now. If you really, feel that you want to study abroad, you should. I encourage students to do that because you just grow as a person. So everyone just should get started somehow, whether online or just, going to Fulbright. And I did mostly everything on my own. But if I had known about Fulbright, I would have visited because they're very helpful.